Hey now, people, it's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Let me check. I'm just waking up 19th, of December. Cheers. Up a little bit later than yesterday. Just getting up, 9:39. Cheers, people. Some of you probably saw the message that I woke up to. I didn't read it, I just erased it. I saw the word stupid and I just erased it. It's like, I get those when I'm making strong points. I get the kickback when I've said something true. People don't want the truth. People don't want people to be okay. I have no idea what the person wrote. Maybe I assume, which I don't like to do, so I'm not assuming, I'm just using that word. But I bet the thing that triggered this poor, pathetic, stupid person is my comments about country music, which when I get kickback like that from anonymous people or the same anonymous idiot, I know I've said something that must be true. Why else would you come over here pulling your hair out, getting all excited and upset about something I said from somebody you don't know? Your game needs to be blown wide open. It's pathetic that so many racist, stupid people want an authoritarian idiot for president because they don't like brown and black people or whatever stupid thoughts they're having, blaming their problems on the other. How stupid to fall for that. But as I've said, it's real obvious to me, the great majority of humans on this planet are not intelligent. Cheers. So I'll mention some music, maybe. I thought what I would mention today is a couple days ago, I got a call from a friend. I won't reveal the friend. They are secret. They are anonymous, and their secrets are safe with me. But this is a person that I've done music with. I love them very much. They're much younger than me, and so it was a call for help. It was a counseling call where the person was in distress emotionally. They had actually called their mother, who they are close to, and then they called me. And we don't even live in the same city anymore. I'm sharing this because I know that through my channel I get messages where people want to talk, but you're complete strangers, and it's like, this is what I used to do as a job, as a mental health professional. I worked in conjunction with therapists, but also did a lot of counseling. And so that's therapeutic. And it's a skill, but it's also kind of a life role that a person has. But I'm well past being interested in sitting around listening to people's problems. So when I get a call for help from a friend, I respond. And this person, we were on the phone for a couple of hours. I know what it entails. That's why I always say no to strangers who want, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? I get this. I understand. I don't mean to be cold, but it's like, I already know, I can already tell what you need. And it's like, I don't need it. Okay. Being there for other people is a way of giving of the self. It is. You folks that know how to do it know what I'm talking about. It's, you can end up with other people's detritus, that you have to work through yourself, when you get help people. One of the things that I learned through experience as well as education was how to be, number one, a good listener, and another one of how to pay attention when people are listening. That's one of the main things that people don't listen. We don't listen to each other. We don't pay attention. But by paying attention, details come out and the actual trajectory of what a person is trying to say comes out. It took a couple hours for this person to finally find out for themselves what their problem really was. It started out being that it was like a relationship problem. And we go further and further, and we find that the problem really is with the person themselves. Codependency is partially involved. We go further, we go further, we go further, and we get to the uncomfortable issue of, ooh, perhaps your drinking is an issue. That's why I continue to speak out about the world and politics and events, because people don't want the truth. People want what they want. And politics is a very good example of it. People in politics are battling for what they want, not for the truth, not for what is right. And we're all like that. I am too. I want what I want. I would like for the world to be what I want it to be. And so what I'm getting at is I was able to help this person see. I didn't do it, they did it. But they were able to see, ooh, I probably better do something about the way that I rationalize my drinking and the effect it's having on my life. So I hope they'll be better, and I always hope people will be better. I'll say it one more time, you dumbass. There's no reason for you to think that you have anything of value to say over here. So, I don't read your comments. I see, oh, there they are. Erase. I don't even know what you said, okay? You'll do it again. I don't know who you're trying to get through to, but it's like you've shown your ass to me, and that's all I see when you leave your comments, is I see a person that is lost or stupid or both. Jealous too. And you're jealous. I'm going to stick it to you. You're jealous. You ain't cool. You're not cool. You ain't helping nobody. You can... I'll say it, everybody else, this isn't for you. This is for the jerk that's watching right now. You can fuck off. Peter Gabriel, on his latest album, that one painting with all the fingers, you folks who need that, there it is for you. You folks that don't need it, don't be stupid. It's not for you. So, I had 3 good listening experiences yesterday outside of my housework and other little piddly shit that we do on a daily or weekly basis. I sat down and listened to a little bit of music. I'm still hard at work in the studio. Yeah, I worked several hours yesterday. I've got about 32 new pieces in process. None of them are done. Some feel close to being done. I plan this morning on going over to Nick and Kat Fackler's house to take them a copy on CD of the song that I recently wrote called Childhood. It's a song, it could use words, but the melody is strong. And I'm taking it to them because this piece was directly inspired by meeting their first child, Faye, a few weeks ago. Children, young people, babies, it blows me away when I'm around little children and then look at what the world does, war and all this stuff. It just freaks me out. It's like, how can we be so barbaric? How can we be so inhuman? So three records that got played yesterday, and all 3 of these got played all the way through. It was wonderful experiences. Music is a wonderful experience. In some ways, it's better than No, it's not better than. It's different than TV and movies. It's a different experience. It's inner. I like it. French band, Pulsar, Strands of the Future. John McRae, if you see this, it's kind of funny. I was just checking. It's one of my first things I do in the morning is look at social media and change my picture on Facebook and look at what was the most recent activity in my record collecting groups. And I see that John McRae had just posted this album. Psych. That happens a lot, but of course that's just statistical that there's so many people that so many things will happen at the same time, and it seems like, ooh, psych, but it's just French band. Love that cover. Progressive prog rock. This is prog rock. This is the sort of prog rock where I'm not interested in hearing a modern band try to imitate this. This is a sound that is of the time. It is a timely sound. It sounds like the 70s, but it's still wonderful. The Solina string machine that they use on here, it's a real identifiable sound, like a mellotron. It's kind of melancholy. I like melancholy, not all the time, but I love a beautiful melancholy song. This is really good. Pulsar. They have a couple albums I don't have, but I have the three main ones. And Halloween is my favorite. Here's one that I saw being written about for years and finally got a reissue of it. Joseph Pusey, In My Lady's Chamber. And this is one of those kind of singer-songwriter records that is as well in the area of like maybe a Leo Kottke, and what's the other guy's name that plays guitar? Can't think of him right now. John Fahey, maybe? In other words, there's some good picking on here. Besides the acoustic songs, which I don't pay attention to words for the most part. I guess they're love songs. But there's some good picking on here. Some good interplay. And this is back from, I guess, the early 70s. Or mid 1977. So, this is good. I'll make a contrast. So, people were talking about Bruce Springsteen yesterday. I respect Bruce Springsteen. He's good. But the context of his music in relation to my life, it's like, I don't want to hear it. It's like the blues. It's like, here's this meat and potatoes Americana sound, that's truck driver music. And it's just so common. It's like, to me, it's like, I don't want to hear this anymore because I'm in Nebraska. It's almost inescapable. I shared with the person that I've been given Springsteen records. Nebraska was given to me. So I've listened to it deeply and I hear it. Yeah, you're right. Bruce is doing what I like, folk music. He's doing folk music, but it's the context. My cup is full of Bruce. I don't need to be listening to no damn Bruce. It's not this. It's just that there's all this other music. Let me listen to that, okay? I don't need to hear what Bruce has to say. I don't need to hear Billy Joel. I don't need to hear Madonna. Do you follow what I'm saying? I think maybe not, but I'll listen to me say it again. It's not disrespect. It's like overkill. Bruce doesn't need me to listen to him. Someone mentioned David Sanchez, that, they got turned on to David Sanchez through him being in Bruce's band. Well, cool, but David Sanchez has quite a history before he joined that band. And I was listening to David Sanchez before he joined Bruce, and I like David Sanchez way better musically than Bruce. And David Sanchez played with Peter Gabriel too, among other people, because he's really good. It ain't nothing to do with Bruce. He's a good musician that got a good job. He got hired by Bruce, got a good paying job. Kind of like Daryl Jones, who's with the Rolling Stones forever on bass, but he played with Miles among other folks. That's a good gig. He can play that. He can play that gig in his sleep. Happy for the brother. What else did I play yesterday? I'll get to it, but it's funny. I had mentioned Mark Manor about the top records of the year, how he was saying he waits till the end of the year. And then what's funny, that day, yesterday, I look online and he's posted his top 200 of the year. So funny to me. But the other thing is, another reason why it's like I stay in the moment. When I started to look back at the year, it's like Kalela, when her album came out, that almost feels like it was over a year ago, but that was this year. Depeche Mode, Memento Mori, that was this year. I stay in the moment. That seems like ages ago. They're on the list though. I'll share it. Not this video. This is a band that is in hip hop, I guess. I mean, the guy raps. He never sings. So this is an example of some modern day sort of hip hop that I like. I guess it's hip hop. I think it's more than that. Death Grips. Year of the Snitch. I got this used recently. This shit is really good sonically and musically. This shit is poppin'. I like slang, old and new. I don't care about being in current. I'm an old man. Why should I care about trying to be popular? I just heard through NPR about one of the latest slang words that kids use. Riz, as in charisma. That ain't nothing new. It's just now doing it now. When I was a kid, some of us were using the word Riz for charisma. Slang ain't shit. It's fun. This stuff is sonically killer. He is going on and yelling about stuff, and they write all the words. I just don't even... Mostly I don't care. Because the thing, and I've said this, I'll say it now. I haven't said it in a few years. One of the reasons why I don't care about the words and the music is because we talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just play the music for me. We have all these profound thoughts, but we can't get nothing together. Nothing gets better. So everyone says it's all about the words. Well, fuck, I don't think so. It's about the picture. You talk, and nothing changes. Talk, and the next day you're saying something different. Well, so what? Let me hear your music. So with the Death Grips, it's the total picture, and it's the feeling in his voice that I personally relate to. I could take his words out and put in my own. Death Grips are pretty cool. So that's what I got to share this morning as far as on top of my plate, okay? I do notice that because we are in this phase of human development, that we're on a negative track. We are at the point where a lot of the guardrails that we put up for social behavior have totally failed. Where we tried to set up social interactions to be more positive than negative, and we tried to teach. I remember being taught how negative attention seeking is that it's negative and one should avoid it and turn away from it. We live in a time when bullies and unscrupulous people see very clearly that negative attention seeking works, and that people by nature cannot turn away from the fire, the burning fire, or the car wreck. It's part of our nature, and so it's being taken advantage of. We live in a PTSD world, and so negativity is the calling card. And there's, in my opinion, not enough people trying to stem the tide, or at least say, hey, have any of you other people noticed what we're doing here to ourselves? That's all I'm saying. Have you noticed how negativity and unloving behavior rules the day, and how our so-called leaders are so hell-bent on their agenda, which is basically gets down to material wealth and acquisition of it? It's so destructive, and yet it seems like it's the time that we're in, that it's so close people can't see it. That's why I talk about it. I'm not crazy, and it makes me crazy to see how crazy the world is. So trolls and negative people and people with bad intentions and unhappy people who are spreading their unhappiness get a lot of attention. They're getting some now. But I'm doing it in a sense of let's be aware of what's going on here, and try to stem the tide. I will always call out racists. I will always call out stupid people. I will always call out hateful, sexist people. Always. You come over here and the first thing you try to do is insult me. That tells me right there. See, you're so stupid. You think that I'm insulting you. Well, you can be insulted, but what I'm saying is I'm speaking with exasperation that this is just going on and on. Kind of like when parents in the old days would, you're trying to correct your child, and it's like they're being hard-headed, and you resort to beating their ass. I remember as a kid when I was punished, properly, but with a whooping, not abuse. It was like, by the time I was 12 years old, I got to, I said, oh, okay, I just did something stupid. And I was so stupid I didn't see it, and that's why I had got pain. See, it was instructive. It's not that it was a good thing. It was like it was necessary. It's like, what do I got to do to get through to you? You know what I'm saying? And then we lost that balance trying to become our kids' best friends, and it's just crashed in on us. So keep up your bullshit, trolls, hateful, pathetic, sad people. I'm not fooled, and I'm encouraging other people to not be fooled by your sad, pathetic lives. You hear me. You know it's true. Okay, another sip with you people. Guess what? I'm going to leave this on a more positive note. Those are my thoughts, though. But I just heard from my older sister. See, it's positive, but it's also the reality in there. My older sister, who's 70 freaking years old, has had to be looking for a job at 70. She just got a job. Congratulations, Stephanie. But isn't that a damn shame that at 70, the 1/10% have ravaged the economy and the situation so bad that the promises that we were told back in the golden days, or whatever you want to call the past, when we were talking about retirement and how get your nest egg, it's a freaking lie. But congratulations, Stephanie, for finally getting a job. Hope it works out. Okay, people, talk to me. Talk to me. I'll let you know again, you negative trolls that kind of try to come over here with your hate. I don't read it. I just delete it because you're wrong. You're wrong. You can't fool with me.